Hello, watching Vnews Bulletin. I'm Bangor from another headlines as usual.
State President congratulates Buddhists on Lord Buddha's birthday. Vietnamese Prime Minister attends ASEAN-US Special Summit. And later on, SEA Games souvenirs attracting fans.
Let's begin our bulletin news. More details in the following report.
President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc visited Huệ Nghiêm and Minh Đạo pagodas in Ho Chi Minh City on May 14th on the occasion of Lord Buddha's 2,566th birthday, extending his greetings to local Buddhist dignitaries and followers. President Phúc affirmed that since Buddhism was introduced into Vietnam, Lord Buddha's birthday has become a sacred holiday for Buddhists nationwide and also a common spiritual and cultural festival of the society, bringing a message of love, solidarity, harmony, and development. According to the President, the consistent policy of the party and state regarding religions is to respect and ensure people's right to freedom of belief and religion, and create favorable conditions for dignitaries and followers of religions to well perform their spiritual practice and fulfill their duties to the nation.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính attended the ASEAN-US Special Summit on May 13 local time. Let's take a look.
Vietnamese Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính said he hopes major powers, who are partners to the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, to work towards stable relations and responsible, healthy competition for the sake of regional and global peace and security. The Vietnamese government leader made the statement as he addressed at the hotly anticipated ASEAN-US Special Summit on May 13th U.S. time. The summit includes a meeting between ASEAN leaders and U.S. President Joe Biden, a session between ASEAN leaders and U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris on maritime security and COVID-19, and a session between ASEAN leaders and the U.S. Cabinet on climate change, clean energy, and infrastructure. U.S. leaders have announced a range of proposals and initiatives for cooperation with ASEAN. The U.S. will invest $40 million to finance the development of clean energy infrastructure, another $40 million to strengthen maritime cooperation, $150 million to implement the ASEAN-US Health Futures Initiative, provide support for ASEAN's climate change response capacity enhancement and infrastructure development, and $70 million for educational programs and people-to-people exchanges. ASEAN leaders thanked the U.S. for its proactive support in responding to COVID-19, helping to improve disease response capacity, providing vaccines, and recently establishing the Southeast Asia Regional Office of the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in Hanoi, Vietnam. ASEAN member states expect the U.S. to continue backing ASEAN's pandemic prevention initiatives. At the end of the special summit, the leaders of the countries adopted a joint vision statement reflecting the results achieved in the past 45 years and setting future directions.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính had a number of activities on May 13 local time as part of his working visit to the U.S.
Also on May 13th local time, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính received U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken. The Prime Minister congratulated the U.S. for its timely response to the COVID-19 pandemic and successfully bringing the life back to normal, and thanked the government and people for providing Vietnam with nearly 40 million vaccine doses at a point of time when Vietnam was in difficulty. On bilateral relations, the Prime Minister stressed they have a special history. Going through upheavals, they have now achieved long and positive progress, in which the historical visit to the U.S. 7 years ago by Party DRC Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng laid a firm foundation and created a basis for the Vietnam-U.S. Comprehensive Partnership to develop intensively and extensively. Receiving U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan in Washington, D.C. on May 13th local time, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính affirmed Vietnam always considers the U.S. one of its most important partners and wish for joint work to continue deepening the country's comprehensive partnership toward practical outcomes and stability. He suggested the U.S. further support Vietnam in settlement of consequences of the war, development of independent and self-reliant economy, supply chains diversification, and climate change response. The U.S. official affirmed that the U.S. respects independence, sovereignty, territorial integrity, as well as differences in the political systems between his country and partners. He stressed the U.S. attached its importance to relations with Vietnam and pledged to continue providing support to Vietnam to cope with such challenges as the COVID-19 pandemic, climate change, and risk of supply chain disruption. The two sides agreed on the central role of the ASEAN in dealing with regional problems, as well as in the U.S. efforts to intensify its cooperation with Asia-Pacific and the Indian Ocean regions.
Vietnam produced over 2.6 million tons of aquatic products in the first 4 months of this year, a year-on-year rise of 2.2%.
Vietnam produced over 2.6 million tons of aquatic products in the first 4 months of this year, a year-on-year rise of 2.2%. The Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development said of the total, its aquaculture output was over 1.36 million tons, an increase of 5.3% compared to the same period last year, while catching nearly 1.2 million tons, down 1%. In April alone, the country harvested more than 736,000 tons of aquatic products, up 2.6% year-on-year. The ministry asked provinces and cities to encourage farmers to raise various aquatic species and change their farming methods to minimize diseases. Localities were requested to focus on marine economic development and push up the implementation of solutions to lift the European Commission's yellow card for illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing.
Seaports in the country handled more than 236 million tons of cargo during the first 4 months of this year, up 3% from the same period last year, according to the Vietnam Maritime Administration.
Seaports in the country handled more than 236 million tons of cargo during the first 4 months of this year, up 3% from the same period last year, according to the Vietnam Maritime Administration. The volume of container cargo reached about 8 million TEUs during the period, up 2% year-on-year. The figure includes 2.8 million TEUs of imports, which saw a significant increase of 8% compared to a year earlier. The Vietnam Maritime Administration noted that in April alone, the volume of cargo through seaports totaled 59 million tons, up 3%. Container cargo hit some 2 million TEUs, a hike of 2% from 2020. Several coastal provinces experiencing major growth in cargo volumes comprise of Quảng Ninh in the north, Thanh Hóa and Quảng Nam province in the central region, and Đồng Nai in the south.
Souvenirs and other items associated with SEA Games 31 are being sold on many streets around Hanoi and also on e-commerce platforms for sports fans to show their love for the athletes and the region's biggest sporting event.
On Hang Lo Street, stuffed Sao La Asian unicorn toys, the mascot of SEA Games 31, are sold in different sizes and have attracted the attention of many customers. According to one shop owner, the locally made toys cost about $7 each.
The stuffed toy is cute and adorable, and my kid is sure to love it. It's also safe for children.
Fans can also find stuffed Sao La toys and other souvenirs, including t-shirts, bags, stickers, and masks on e-commerce platforms in a wide range of colors and prices. T-shirts and flags with the SEA Games logo are also popular.
Today I bought a special Sao La t-shirt. It's cute and has a great design. I bought it to support the SEA Games and our athletes.
We can promote the SEA Games in many ways, including wearing t-shirts with the SEA Games logo and waving flags. It's also a good chance to introduce a beautiful and friendly Vietnam.
The souvenirs have welcome in the SEA Games, especially among Vietnamese fans, and encourages the Vietnamese team and promotes a competitive spirit in the region.
Boasting kaleidoscope of ethnic minority cultures and breathtaking landscapes, Tùa Chùa district is some 130 kilometers northeast of Dien Bien Phu in Dien Bien province has huge potential to develop tourism, and local authorities are working to turn it into a spearhead economic sector in the district.
Located by the Da River, Tùa Chùa holds great potential to promote waterway tourism with the nearby provinces of Sơn La and Lai Châu. In a bid to capitalize on its strengths, a number of local people have decided to offer tourism services to have visitors experience the tranquility and stunning landscapes on and around the Da River reservoir.
I saw that small boats were unable to cater to a lot of tourists. So I decided to spend more than $43,000 on the last boat to provide a better experience.
Hue So is the mother commune in Tùa Chùa district with great tourism potential. It is home to Perangi Cave, a national relic site with a wide and mysterious beauty and beautiful stalactites. It also impresses visitors with excellent festivals and the culture of the Dao ethnic people.
Along with agriculture, we want to make tourism a spearhead sector in the local economy.
Tùa Chùa is bestowed with a wide range of beautiful landscapes, such as caves recognized as national relic sites in Hue So and Sa Nhè communes, a forest of ancient Shan Tuyết trees, and an ancient karst plateau in Ta Phin. Traditional markets of ethnic groups in Sa Nhè and Ta Sin Thang, as well as excellent ethnic minority cuisine like blackbone chicken and Mông Peng wine, can also help the district expand its tourism offerings.
As we consider tourism to be a spearhead economic sector, we have sharpened our focus on developing tourism products such as sightseeing, community-based tourism, and spring festivals, among others.
According to a district party organization resolution, the district envisages becoming an attractive tourism hub in Dien Bien province and the northwest region as a whole by 2025 and a key tourism district by 2030. As an unpolished natural gem in the northwestern region, Tùa Chùa is truly an interesting destination for those who love to discover nature and ethnic minority cultures.